I thought Tyson Fury doesn't care about the belts. I thought he doesn't care about being undefeated. This guy's a multi-personality kind of guy, guys. He says one thing and he does another thing. So you gotta be careful with this guy. You've gotta study him to understand him.
All the money. What else is there to get motivated?
And what about you, Alexander? Do you need extra motivation?
My motivation, it's my family, my country, people who now support my country. It's Ukrainian soldier.
You gotta be careful with Usyk, guys. I think he's a bit more cleverer than people give him credit for. I think he can read people. I think he's smarter than he looks. He acts like he can't speak English, but I think he can. He spoke English very good there. I think he can even understand it. He just puts a little bit of an act on sometimes. I don't know if he can understand everything, but he does put an act on sometimes. But he goes, his motivation is his family, his country, and this and that. Tyson Fury just looked at him in a way like, I'm trying to work this guy out. But Tyson Fury can't understand it properly. He's still trying to work it out. Don't forget, guys, he's got a whole country on his back. Ukraine. That's enough motivation.
Family, my country, people who now support my country. It's Ukrainian soldier.
Ukrainian soldiers, guys. These are people that are fighting for their lives against the Russian regime. It's a whole different situation that Tyson Fury doesn't know about. That's life and death.
But I have opportunity.
Look how his eyes go wide now.
Second opportunity. Take Undisputed.
He goes, I have opportunity to take the Undisputed, and he just pointed at Tyson Fury saying, give me the belt.
It's motivated.
It's motivated.
I've been around the two of you a lot, and I can sense that both of you just want to get this day over, get back in the gym.
I don't train this far out. Come on. Who do you think you're talking to?
Ticking over.
Look at this guy. He's saying he doesn't train this far out. Now, this is probably January time. I think it was December. I think it was January time or late December. This press conference must have been held. Tyson Fury is openly saying, I don't train. So, as we know, he got cut, guys, in February. He needed more time. He's saying, I don't even train. And the fight was like, what? This must have been in December, guys. I'm guessing. So let's see what he says.
A professional athlete. Come on. I train 4 or 5 weeks for these fights.
So again here, guys, the guy pulled out, remember, guys? He goes, I trained 4 or 5 weeks for these fights. And then he pulls out. He has a bad performance against Ngannou. So did he train 4 or 5 weeks for Ngannou as well? Now he wants to train 4 or 5 weeks for Usyk. And then realizes, shit, it's not going to be good enough to beat this guy. Cuts himself, potentially. Again, I'm not saying he has, but got an injury. And now he gets another 2 to 3 months. Because he knew he needed it. But look at Usyk's reaction. It's a smiley reaction. He's like, yo, this guy is just...
You said
He's not buying it. He's laughing himself.
you trained 12 weeks for Francis.
Puts his tongue out.
Please. Yeah, like...
Because I said 12 weeks for Francis Ngannou.
I trained 12 weeks for Wilder and everybody else. 4 or 5 weeks. How much training does a man need? 3 or 4 weeks of sparring, 1 week resting. Done.
Usyk doesn't really care. He's just amused. He's just focused on himself.
Alexander, you trained more than 5 weeks?
I think at this point, Usyk's like... Tyson Fury's basically said some bullshit. I don't know if it's true or not. Usyk's like, you know what? I'm just going to be like saying the same thing. I think Usyk's understood this is a bit of a mind game that Tyson Fury's trying to play on Usyk. And you can tell by Tyson Fury's reaction. He wants to see Usyk say, nah, I've been training 3 months. But guess what Usyk does? He doesn't bite. He says the same thing as Fury.
Я 5 неділь можу боксувати без перестанку.
He goes, I can keep on boxing non-stop for 5 weeks.
So basically,
it's the same sort of answer, guys.
We have 2 boys. You both trained for 5 weeks. It's one of the biggest fights in history, but you're only training for 5 weeks.
We've been boxing all our lives from...
So just notice how Usyk doesn't give a Vladimir Klitschko type of answer. He gives the same sort of answer Fury gives. He doesn't want to say too much. And now he wants Tyson Fury to speak. Look at the eyes, guys. They're rolled over to Fury. He wants to see what he's saying. Let's see.
Little boys, how much training does we need? I'm sure we're not going to forget how to box. And it's not a fitness competition, is it? So, I don't think you need any more than 5 weeks training.
Have you had to do anything special?
So Usyk's putting his eyebrows up because he's thinking, hang on, I've been training for you, not for 5 weeks, not for 6 weeks, not for 12 weeks, not for a few months, not for 6 months, not for 1 year. Usyk's been training for Tyson Fury for his whole, I was about to say whole life, but I would say at least a couple of good years. You're talking maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years. And I'll show you the proof of that. So this for Usyk is something to smile about. He's been waiting for this day, and Tyson Fury is basically trying to say, yeah, I only need 5 weeks. Usyk doesn't care, but he just thinks it's funny, so he's probably predicting already what Tyson Fury might do, may pull out or whatnot. But let's carry on.
Special for Alexander.
He's making some funny faces here.
He's slick, he's clever. Are you bringing in special sparring partners, Tyson, or are you just doing your normal Tyson Fury?
So remember, this was December, January, and they're asking him, are you bringing any sparring partners like Usyk? Tyson Fury goes straight to scratch his face, almost like, I haven't been training.
Alexander, he's slick, he's clever.
I have to get the weight down. The weight's not down.
Bringing in
I don't feel like I'm ready for this. Look how he looks away. Are you bringing in any special training partners for Usyk? Scratches his head.
special sparring partners, Tyson, or are you just doing your normal Tyson Fury stuff?
Scratches his head.
Just the same stuff. I'll bring in some southpaw, left-handed
He goes, I'm doing the same stuff, bringing in some southpaws, left-handed.
sparring, obviously, and that's it. What can you do for a fighter?
Usyk studying him like a cat, guys. Like a beaded cat. You know when a cat wants food, guys, but it's not getting his food. Now he's Usyk's face, man. He's like, oh shit, you're not bringing in anyone for me. You're just training normally. Big mistake. Big mistake. But again, he's not buying too much into it. He probably knows. He doesn't know exactly what Tyson Fury is going to do.
Can't really do much for him or
He goes, I can't really do much for him.
me or anybody. It's a boxing match. If he's better than me, then he'll beat me. If I'm
At this point, Tyson Fury has to give if he's better than me, he'll beat me. If I'm better than him, he'll beat me. He has to kind of do some reverse psychology because he's feeling a little bit of pressure.
better than him, I'll beat him. And that's it.
That's common sense, guys.
There's no more, no less to it.
And what about you, Alexander? You have many of your opponents are naturally taller than you. So were you?
Oh, I just noticed here how Tyson Fury has pulled his chair back after he said this. If he's better than me, I'll beat him. If I'm better than him, I'll beat him. It's very uncomfortable for Tyson Fury right now. It's so uncomfortable that he has to take a slight step back. He has to move his chair backwards. He doesn't like being too close to Usyk right now.
Alexander, you have many of your opponents are
He scratches his nose, guys, first. Then he
naturally
grabs the chair.
taller than you.
He bends over.
So
He pulls the chair slightly back.
will you
He creates a little bit of space.
have to do massive
And
adjustments,
then he looks back up just to see if there was anything noticed.
bigger?
It's a little bit of uncomfortability for Fury right now. Is he already planning that, mate, I'm going to need another 2 to 3 months. This fight's not going to happen in February. That cut's coming out. My dad's got the knife and scalpel already.
Adjustments.
Не треба. Я готуюсь до нього вже на протязі
Look at this, guys. Listen to what Usyk says about the preparation. I want you to hear this.
Massive adjustments, big adjustments.
Не треба. Я готуюсь до нього вже на протязі багатьох років. Відтоді, як він переміг Володимира. Він про мене не знав, тому що я не така відома людина в світі боксу. А я готувався і до Ентоні Джошуа, і до нього з самого початку, як я стартанув в боксі, в професійному боксі.
Just hear what he said, guys. Just take it in. This guy just told Tyson Fury to his face that is not a man that is lying. He said since he beat Vladimir Klitschko 2016, if I believe, he's been training for Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Guys, there's a clip out there somewhere. There's a photo of where Usyk's in the crowd of AJ's fight, guys. He's got a hoodie on and he's just studying AJ. And he comes and he beats AJ twice. He's been studying these two characters, guys. But I know AJ, he's beat him twice. He's got Tyson Fury. There's a room somewhere that Usyk goes to sleep at night. He's got a photo of AJ and it's crossed. And he's got a photo of Tyson Fury. And that paint is getting ready to get crossed off. He hasn't done it yet, but he will do it. He's been training for 7 to 8 years, as I said, for Tyson Fury. That is a mind game to Tyson Fury. Remember what Tyson Fury said, guys. Tyson Fury says, I only need 5 weeks to train for him. And he also said, let me show you guys. He said he wasn't even in the equation before he beat Joshua. Look how he says, guys, he wasn't even in the equation until he beat Joshua. He beat Joshua 2-3 years ago, guys, 2 years ago.
It was never in the equation. It was always me, Wilder, and Joshua. And then obviously he beat Joshua, so then he took Joshua's position. So here we are.
Into the equation.
Yeah.
What?
So here's a guy that's been studying Tyson Fury and AJ for years. He knows his movements in and out as a character. and he only looked at Usyk 2 years ago. That's a big difference, guys. You ever heard of the saying, guys? Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. It's one of them ones, guys. So let's go back to this.
Найвідома людина в світі боксу. А я готувався і до Ентоні Джошуа, і до нього з самого початку, як я стартанув в боксі, в професійному боксі.
So you have no fear of this man, this taller man, this bigger man. You have no fear of him.
No.
What point
Usyk just says, do you have any fear of him? No.
is the fear you have of somebody or the lack of fear and respect? When do they cross over? Well, I mean, or do you have no fear and no respect? You've had some fights where you've had no fear and no respect. Some fights where you've maybe had a bit of fear and a lot of respect.
And I don't fear a boxing man. I'm not bothered about them at all. I've had many fights before. I've beat all the people in the world. 35 fights.
So he says, Tyson Fury is saying he doesn't have fear of anyone. He definitely didn't have fear of Francis Ngannou and nearly lost that fight. So you better have some fear of Usyk, or you may lose the fight. But I think he talks a lot of crap as well. But let's just carry on. Usyk's just in that mode, like he's just talking rubbish again.
In a row. So I'm not really that bothered. And I've been at this game a long, long time. Professional over 15 years now. What more? He's average size man, 6'3", 16 stone. He's the same build as every other heavyweight that mostly you're going to fight. He's a left-handed man. I've got a brother who's left-handed. My dad's left-handed. So it's not like I'm not used to fighting people who's left-handed unless...
He calls his dad's left-handed. His brother's left-handed. Oh, sometimes Fury makes me laugh, guys. His brother is not a Olympic champion, guys, who can move around the ring the way Usyk moves around. He's not a crafty veteran. His dad, John Fury, guys, don't even get me started on that guy. That guy calls people out for barn fights, guys, and he doesn't fight. So...
But again, if all these mugs again, clear it all, I'll say it once again, if you don't like me that much, there's a barn at the side here, step in it with me. Lock us in, and the best man will walk out, no holds barred. But again, a disclaimer, serious harm, can I care, or will I care?
Oh. I don't get why he's using them.
Messing around with them, so it is what it is.
I don't think Usyk cares.
I'm going to go in there and punch of each other. And that's all there is to it. Nothing more, nothing less.
He goes, we're going to go in there and punch the shit out of each other. Nothing more, nothing less. Usyk's just like...
Alexander, is it
there's more to it than that, mate.
a technical
You got to make it to the ring first.
fight,
And look how Tyson Fury goes under the table to pick something up again.
or is it a fight of heart and desire? What do you think?
Це бій техніки, це бій серця, це бій всієї моєї кар'єри та спортивної кар'єри і спортивного мого життя. Люди хочуть це побачити. Люди хочуть побачити Тайсона Ф'юрі.
So he's just saying it's the most important fight of his career, and it's a technical and a fight of heart. He goes, people want to see this fight. People want to see Tyson Fury and Usyk in the ring. And just notice how Tyson Fury just scratched his nose while he said that. It's almost like he's trying to avoid it. Is he trying to avoid it?
Олександра Усика в ринзі за абсолюта. І ми повинні подарувати їм цей поєдинок, тому що вони заслуговують на це.
So Usyk's a man of the people, guys. He wants everyone to see this fight. Tyson Fury, I don't think, is a man of the people. He's a man of the money, and a man of when he feels like doing it, then he'll do it.
The fight of your life, Tyson?
Every fight is the fight of my life. Especially an undefeated man. Cruiserweight world champion, heavyweight world champion, Olympic gold medalist. Gotta be.
So he's saying every fight is the fight of my life, mate. Your last fight, Tyson with Francis Ngannou, you took the mick out of that guy and nearly lost. Now, obviously, you have to show this guy respect. The way Usyk's just looking into his soul is like, okay, you do have some sort of respect. You're showing that side now. Before I was a rabbit with gappy teeth, but okay, let me study you.
I got to prove it all again. I know he can't beat me.
So now he has to say, I know he can't beat me.
I know he can't.
He tries to do those wilder antics that I can't be beaten. But watch Usyk's reaction to this. So when he goes, I know he can't beat me, I know he can't. Usyk shakes his own head like, I don't know what you're on about.
Gotta be. I got to prove it all again. I know he can't beat me. I know he can't.
So Usyk doesn't say, yes, I can. He shakes his own head to say, nope, I can't beat you, I can't beat you. So that's a reverse psychology trick done to Tyson Fury. Now Tyson Fury looking at Usyk, thinking, this guy's trying to do a reverse psychology trick on me. Look what Tyson Fury says.
Listen, he's a God-fearing man.
Now he brings religion into it. They're both Christian guys. One thing about it is, guys, he brings faith into it now. So I want to let you hear what Tyson Fury says about it. Then I want to give you my take on this, because there is an interesting angle here regarding the faith and what they believe in.
So am I.
I know.
We are the two biggest Christians in boxing.